Welcome back to the Morning Blend. We all want to lose weight, but emotional eating can be a huge obstacle. So how can you tackle it? Well, behold the power of the M's that are unveiled in the book Psyched to be Skinny.
That's right. Here with How is Dr. Denise Wood. She's the author of the book. Welcome in. How are you, doctor?
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Psyched to be Skinny. That's the book.
Yes.
Why did you decide to write this?
I actually decided to write it because I saw so many people struggling, and so many clients of mine were struggling with their weight and yo-yo dieting and believing in these crazy diets, and then they just come back gaining more weight. And so I felt like it just needed to be written. It's a weight stabilization book. It's not a diet book. It's getting you to your ideal weight and then helping you stay there.
Yeah.
Now, how did you and your co-author, Susie Garcia, get together and write this?
It's an interesting story. We actually went to high school together.
Okay.
And we went to a high school reunion, and I said, I'm looking for a nutritionalist, a registered dietitian, to actually help me write a book on weight loss and stabilization. And she said, oh my God, I've been wanting to write a book for forever. So, and we both actually were the same weight that we were in high school, oddly enough.
Wow.
So I was like, well, obviously we know how to stabilize.
That's
Yeah.
very
So,
rare
yeah.
to be the same weight.
Yeah. So
That's incredible.
I thought, so if both of us have that knowledge, then we can spread it to others. Right?
What success stories have come from the book so far and from this method?
Oh gosh, I have a huge one. Her name's Megan, and she did not want to, for 2 years, she put it off. She said, I really don't want to lose the weight right now. But then she decided, okay, now it's time. And she lost over 100 pounds.
Wow.
And she looks fabulous. And I also have somebody, John, that I'm working with, and he's lost over 25 pounds. And he had high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, those types of things.
And when you lose the weight, can you get off those medications as well as some people are on?
Absolutely. I mean, that you'd want to go to your medical doctor and see, but absolutely, because it's definitely a way of eating and things like that that are causing many of these problems. Some of them not, but
Now you have a list of the 7 secret M's.
I do.
We're going to run them down.
Okay.
First of all, medical doctor.
Okay, what you want to do is check with your medical doctor first before you do anything.
See if there's not a condition causing it.
Exactly, exactly, like hypothyroidism, or if you have high blood pressure, or if you have diabetes or hypertension, things like that. Okay, so you want to check with your medical doctor and make sure that you have the okay. And you also want to talk to your medical doctor, like, how much weight do you think I should lose? Because if I went and said, I want to be 105 pounds, hopefully my medical doctor would be like, no, you're like 5'9", and that's never going to happen.
Too thin.
I know, that would be
Yes.
like way out of the ballpark, and I couldn't maintain it, so it'd be silly. So definitely check with your medical doctor and clear that first before you start anything physical or start on your diet.
Now, the next M that you talk about, motivation.
Oh, motivation, that's huge. Yeah, you really need to be motivated at all times, and your motivation has to come within yourself. And I know there's husbands out there, boyfriends, girlfriends, wives, sisters, mothers, friends that are all trying to help people. But unless they're ready to take the plunge and do it, no one's going to be able to help them unless they want to help themselves.
Now, we gave a little sneak preview on the screen already about miracle diet and movement. We'll move on to the next one. We have about a minute left. Moods and foods.
Moods and foods. Okay, so moods are going to affect the food you eat.
Of course.
And sometimes, you know, we're all anxious, depressed, bored. I mean, we
straight
all
for the
fall
ice
into
cream.
those categories,
Yeah.
right? So what you want to do is you want to maybe stop for 10 seconds before you grab that food out of your refrigerator that's going to be unhealthy for you, and maybe just think about it and think, how am I going to feel tomorrow?
And the next M, moderation and maintenance.
Okay, moderation. You definitely, you know, when you go out to eat, you know how portions are like huge,
Gargantuan.
especially
Yeah.
here.
At the buffets?
Oh, the buffet,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, scary. I know, I walk in them and I'm like, oh my
You can't help
word.
it. Yes,
Oh,
scarf
I
it
know.
down. It's so easy to do.
Actually, that's my situational eater too. And they, and you paid for it. And you waited in line, and you want your money's worth. And, cruise ships, things like that, and places like Manny's Steakhouse where the steaks are this big. So what you want to do is you want to limit your portion size. Just make sure you're moderate in what you're eating.
I know maintenance is the last one. We're running out of time.
Okay.
Let's talk about this this event you have right next door to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
In California?
Yes, California. It's called Happy Healthy You, and you can get your tickets on eventbrite.com.
Okay.
And actually, it is the 20th of September.
Awesome.
So it should be a great, great event. And just with the maintenance, I'll finish up with that and just say, you know what, you always want to maintain, when you get to your ideal weight, just know that you still have to stick to your regimen.
Awesome.
I love how you break down the types of eaters in your book, from the depressed eater, the anxious eater, the situational eater, the bored eater, the period eater.
Yeah.
So common, all these things. So it's nice that you tackle that.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Discover the seven secret M's yourself by purchasing a copy of Psyched to be Skinny. You can get the book on Amazon Kindle right now for only $4.97. You want more information? Just head to the website on your screen.